Hey, what's up my breasticles? I have a Zerg versus Protoss for you all today, and I've been reading the comments, and I've been reading my profile posts. I may not respond to all of them, but I read every single message I get as well. And I know you guys want to see more of my games, so I'm going to try to deliver you more of my games. The thing is, I've taken kind of a break from StarCraft, not a complete break, but I just reading those patch notes and just seeing the kind of progression StarCraft is taking is just, it's a real pain in the ass, you know, playing a race that's boring, not very innovative and stuff like that, and it's kind of bumming me out. So I mean, I still watch the GSL, I still cast, I enjoy casting, and you know, I keep up with what's going on for the most part, but I guess my fire for the game is somewhat gone, so I haven't been playing too much. But hopefully that'll come back soon once they actually figure out what the hell they're doing at the Blizzard balancing team, and maybe once Heart of the Swarm comes out or something like that. Sometimes I just overplay a game and I'll get a bit bored of it. So with that said, I do want to cast this game, Zerg versus Protoss. It was played not too long ago, maybe a couple weeks ago or so, against ppgBubbles, one of the top ladder players, top 50 I believe. Extremely powerful Protoss, and we've actually played a lot of practice games together in the past. The map is vilePsY. I'm the blue Zerg in the right. This is the red Protoss in the top position. ppgBubbles, PP90, P90, Counter-Strike, P90. Yeah, that's from Counter-Strike. But yeah, vilePsY, he's going for a Forge first, gonna go for a fast expansion, while I'm going Hatchery first. I did scout him with this Overlord, and he has no idea where I'm at. Oh, he's trying to block me out. He has that one pylon right there, but he's not able to get another one because I was patrolling with my drone. This is, oh, maybe this was longer than that. This might have been when it was a 2-pylon wall off. I'm not sure. Oh boy, he's trying to get a cannon behind this expansion. He's not even worrying about the Nexus. He's going to be saving all of his minerals for photon cannons. There's another photon cannon. I need to bring more drones back here, or he's just going to cannon me out. I'm trying to take down this cannon. 4 drones can kill a cannon faster than it can make. And is he going to put one down? No, but he does hover through the minerals and is able to escape. Here comes the cannon. There it is. Is he going to block it off with a pylon? Yes, he does. I can only attack this cannon with 1 drone, while these other 3 are knocking away at the pylon, trying to free up some more space to attack that cannon. And it's not looking too good, but my pool has finished. 2 lings on the way, 1 spine. Whoa, what's up with the lag, man? 1 spine crawler, 2 spine crawlers, 3 spine crawlers. Now, you might ask, why 3 spine crawlers? 1 spine can kill a cannon just fine. Well, they're not going to get done in time, and I need to just throw down as many as I can to try to stop this. Meanwhile, in his main, he's just not throwing down the Nexus. He must feel pretty good. He's still got that pylon up, blocking the entrance to any cannon attacking possible. I've got a couple lings, but that might not cut it. Watch this. Cancels it at the last second. Replaces it, trying to soak up as many hits as I can. Canceling it again. Remaking it again. Oh, and I didn't cancel it that time, so it was pretty tricky maneuver. These 2 spines are looking like they will finish poking away at that cannon, and this is why I made 3 spines. He is frantically trying to take out these, or building up photon cannons, but he's forced to cancel. These 2 spines are too much. The 2 Zerglings adding to that DPS, and a lot more coming out. But he did a lot of damage, man. He made me drop down a spine a couple times, and I lost money there. I had to make 2 more spines, and a lot of Zerglings. Actually, way too many Zerglings. Made 12 Zerglings. Probably only need like 2 or 4. But the results of that is a 14 to 24 advantage in his favor, and that's just, you know, even if something doesn't completely succeed, like he wants to kill his hatchery against the Zerg, it's gonna succeed even if it doesn't physically kill something. And that's why, you know, that's what makes some players good, is because they can understand that concept and employ that sort of strategy against the Zerg players. So now 24 to 16, but he does not have a gateway because of all that shenanigans in the beginning. It's just now finishing, so I can deny mining at his expansion. I might even go for the run by, but he does have probes. Is he gonna block me off? Oh, good block off from ppgBubbles. Almost perfect, only letting 3 Zerglings in. I don't think I killed a single probe, but notice I am trying to catch up on harvesters. I haven't made a single Zergling since this, and I'm just attack commanding. I'm not sure why I did that, but you know, kill 1 probe. Maybe even kill another one if I'm lucky. Oh, kills another probe. And the game is almost even now. having that early hatchery with that early second queen, which is coming out right now, will allow me to catch up fairly decently, and you know, saving that hatchery is definitely something I had to do. If I lost that hatchery, I'd be even further behind. Even having to throw down those spines was definitely worth it. Cybernetic Scorch is coming up from PPG, and this is really cool. It's like a barrier. A lot of players will actually curl this barrier that way. He's curling the barrier this way, and it kind of sets up for another expansion to be taken right here a little bit better than, you know, if there was a hole here. So that's actually cool. I like that. I'm now producing a lair. He's throwing down his third and fourth gas. I have positioned my spines a little bit better and upgrading the lair at the expansion, as well as getting a roach warren about evenly timed with my lair, just because you know, a lot of Protoss players like to go a 5-gate attack after expanding, and burrow roaches are very strong against that, but he is actually respawning with a Stargate. And I shouldn't say respawning because it's not like he saw my roach warren, but he's getting a Stargate. He hasn't really seen much of my base, and I haven't really seen much of his. I do have an overlord up here. I already know that expansion has been placed. Maybe I'll sacrifice it somewhere along the line. But notice that heavy cannon opening, it basically tells me I don't need to make any units for a long time. And if you check out my account, you'll see just that. Neither of us are making units. We kind of understand that it's going to become a macro game where, you know, if you're making units instead of tech or drones, then you're doing something wrong. So we're kind of both struggling for the harvester lead at this point, 48 to 46. You know, a early tumultuous opening is turning into a fairly innocuous game so far. I don't know if I used either of those words right, but they sound cool, so I'm happy. Nidus Network, is he gonna see it? He's killing one of my overlords. Is he gonna kill the second overlord so I can't place the Nidus Network? Why am I doing this? I think I'm further behind than I actually am, because, you know, I am slightly behind 2 base to 2 base equal harvesters. I want to get my third base as soon as I can, and I would have had my third base if I wasn't producing this Nidus Network and all these other stuff. Oh, and it's going to complete. He's got 2 Phoenix flying over killing his overlord, and he's sending in his drones, but the roaches are out. Units tab. He has just 2 Phoenix, and that's it. He's not even producing anything. 1 Phoenix being produced, and he's going to lose so many probes. Is he even going to kill this? No. So this Nidus Network does pay off. He didn't even kill it. 3 spines going down as well. But once he gets a Void Ray out of this, it's going to be troublesome. He's trying to lift up some roaches with these Phoenix, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Cannon has finished, and if we check out the production tab, this Immortal could be troublesome. The Void Ray obviously will be, but I need to snipe this Nexus before anything happens. Still lifting up with the Phoenix. And now I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to kill this Nexus. I know it's going to be stopped once this Void Ray comes out. He's got some Immortals or something like that. Oh, maybe I can stop it. Oh, no, I should have killed the pylon first. Pylons are so important for Protoss. Should have sniped the pylon. I could have killed all this tech structure instead of having to run away. Oh, man, and I think I misclicked my Nidus as well. Is he going to attack that? But as I was saying, I realize the damage has been done. I'm probably not going to be able to push into his expansion, so I'm making a lot of drones. And it's now 58 to 37. He lost so many probes on this Nidus. And that queen, I don't know what that queen was doing, but I really want to pick off this robotics bay. Hydroden, of course, has been started. Once I saw those Phoenix, I started the Hydroden. And, you know, losing these roaches in favor of picking up these tech structures is worth it. Apparently, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to suicide my roaches into a single Immortal. And this is somewhere where I thought I could try to kind of finish the game. Instead, think of all this tech that would have been destroyed. I don't really know what kind of move this was. I think I might have panicked just because the Void Ray was overhead, something like that. And my money's floating pretty high up there. I've got a lot of harvesters. Why am I not expanding? Maybe just going for two base finisher. And it's kind of another situation where when you're ahead, you want to get further ahead. You don't want to just try to win a game with brute force. You want to get further ahead. These spines. These spines are just awesome. That's all you have to say about them. How can they not poke with those? Like, they can at least prod a little bit, right? Oh, this guy's gonna live. Get away from me. No. follow-up attack on the way. He needs to get that Colossus out, or otherwise these Hydras will be extremely deadly. I don't think he's even close to getting the blades, whatever they're called. No, he still has 6 range on those, so they will be equal range as these Hydras. They don't have the upgrade either. Almost done. Now upgrading with the Evolution Chamber. And if we look at the units lost, he's only lost slightly more, but the units he lost are probes, and that shows in the 58 to 37 harvester count. Oh boy, all my Hydras are gone. I've got 2 Hydras and some Queens. It should be enough, 3 Queens. And he's kind of overcommitting with these Phoenix and with this Void Ray. Void Ray will get picked off. A couple Phoenix have been weakened, and I'm positioning my Hydras near his 3rd base. I'm anticipating that he has it, but of course I'll find out that he doesn't have it. And ppgBubbles slowly accumulating the Protoss ball. Got a Spire. I know he's going for Colossi. I saw this tech earlier. And there's the very late 3rd base. What happens when you get a late 3rd base? Your money stockpiles up because you just can't make enough off 2 fully saturated bases. Your gas gets extremely low because you need these immediately, like so. You always want to harvest off gas first when you're taking the 3rd base. And you just kind of get behind. I don't even have an auxiliary hatchery. That'd be a nice thing to drop down, or maybe just a 4th base right away. Producing 7 more drones while PPG is going the immortal route. His robotics mate might have just finished. Yep, there we go. Thermal lances are up. So this is actually really weird. He's got robotics units and Stargate units. I don't think he's made a single gateway unit aside from a couple zealots in the entire game. Very unusual. Very unusual play style. And I'm just going the Roach Hydra route. A more common style for Zerg against a Protoss against when the Protoss has Colossi is just mass Roaches. A lot of people will just skip Hydras. They just die so fast to Colossi. And even if you have Hydras with Corruptors, the Colossi kill the Hydras before the Corruptors can kill the Colossi. Boy, that was a mouthful. Not used to that. Yes, I am. Heyo. So yeah, I've got a pretty significant lead now after that Nidus attack. 65 to 51 on the harvester count. If we check out the army tab, ahead by a bit on that too. Now taking my 4th base, and again, seems like I should at least throw down an auxiliary hatchery, maybe throw down a 5th base, something like that. But I have been scouting, so I know he doesn't have a 3rd base. I know he doesn't have a 4th base or a hidden base. I did scout both of these, and I'm basically just keeping tabs on him. 177 to 114. My game sense in this game was a bit off. I thought I was, more even than him than I actually was. I was actually fairly far ahead. But, if I could look at the army tab in-game, I would have attacked right now. Probably. Actually, I don't know. He's got a nice little funnel here. I might have just shuttled units into his base, maybe another Nidus network, something like that. 4th base on the way, as well as 2 geysers in that base. More Corruptors being produced. 4 more. And at this point, when I'm almost on my 4th base, when we kind of have a standstill, you really should be getting an infestation pit and going hive. And it's not always a good idea to max out, because then you have no open supply to react to something else he might be getting. Like, what if he's just massing Stalkers or something like that, and I need more Roaches or I need more Hydras. I won't be able to make those because I'll be maxed out. So as a Zerg, it's depending on the situation, it can sometimes be good to not actually reach your max capacity, especially if you're saving for like Brood Lords or Ultras or something like that. And there's the hive. It's about time we see that. Still only +2 attack on my ranged units. Off 4 base, you can afford to have 2 evolution chambers, now producing my armor and speed. And speak of the devil, there is the 2nd evolution chamber. Now I'm going in the side, going to be going for his 3rd base right here. I don't know if it's there. Oh, yeah, I do. Even if I didn't know it was there, you can assume it's there this late in the game. You just have to know that. Here comes the 5th base, and big, massive assault coming up. Pretty good creep spread. Could stand to plop a couple more tumors here, and tumors up here are expanding fairly nicely. And the Protoss Death Ball. The only problem with this Death Ball is there are no sentries, and sentries are kind of the pillar of this Protoss Death Ball. But man, that is a lot of units. He's got so many Phoenix to help out with the Corruptors to lift up any Hydras. Immortals for the Roaches, Colossi for the Hydras. Oh boy. Oh, and what am I doing? I'm going for a counterattack. I totally missed that. I took out the cannons, took out the pylons at the front. Meanwhile, he is going for my hive in my natural. Oh, but okay, sending back the corruptors. They are no use in taking out the buildings. I don't need to float them around with my army. So I'm going to try to pick off Colossi, stall as long as I can, and, you know, make a decision from there. And he's actually warping in stalkers. I don't know if he did this to pick up the corruptors, to intercept the corruptors, or just to reinforce his army. Maybe both, but that's a lot of corruptors, man. 16 corruptors. Meanwhile, in the main, my highlight forces are still doing tons of damage. These Phoenix are going down very fast. I think I should be focusing down the Colossi because these Phoenix are no threat to this army right here. No, well, I actually might win anyway. Corrupting every single one of his units, almost every single one of his units, trying to kite. The stalkers are shooing my corruptors away. His base has no defenses. He's not going to worry about reinforcing his base with defenses. He wants to warp out right here and reinforce his army. Overlord's hiding at the top. They don't want to die. And man, this is quite the base race we have going on here. This is a large army, and I still have a lot of corruptors. 11 corruptors, and I'm reproducing all my buildings at other bases, Spire, Roachwarren, and I'm trying to reposition my buildings and so they won't die once he does move down the line to this base and this base. And look at this. I know that his mining is pretty much done. I thought it would be, actually. And so I'm just going to kill everything but his main and go back and try to salvage my 3 bases. And check it out. I've got so much money. It's just stockpiled because I was maxed out. I'm not that much of a noob. I was maxed out at the time, but I can't really reproduce because I don't have any queens. I don't have a spawning pool to build queens. And so I'm just making tons of hatcheries for production. I could even make like 3 more hatcheries because I need larvae. I need to reinforce if he does win this fight. He's got a pretty menacing army still. The roaches will fall quickly to these immortals. I don't want to fight there. I don't want to fight. I want to wait until I'm out in the open. Am I going to do that? Maybe even kill the Hydra Den so I have a nice area to fight. And I am going to engage. Not the best engaged position. I'm going to move up a little bit closer so all my units can attack. These corruptors are killing everything very fast. Oh my god, this is so close. My roaches just melted under those mortals. Oh my god, my army is going down. He has no Colossi left, and he doesn't really have any production left. But check it out. The units made, he's making 2 Colossi and a Void Ray. He has no gateways. He made all of his gateways out here. All he has are these production buildings, and that's why I killed these before going to the main. I'm reinforcing with lots of roaches, lots of hydras, thanks to all these extra hatcheries, and he can't really reinforce with anything. I still have 3 leftover corruptors, and here comes the lag. Here come the rest of the roaches. 2-0 roaches against 1-0 stalkers. Couple hydras. Will thwart these Phoenix, and finally cleaning up his final assault right there. Even sending in the probes, the last-ditch probes, trying to assist. He knows it's either there or never, and he even has a gas. Preparing for that expansion, throwing down a couple more hatcheries, maybe one here. Yep, there we go. I just know I need production. I know I have a lot of minerals. You know, why not, man? Why not? Turn into a base race. I'm just going to throw hatcheries all over the map. And ppgBubbles, vilePsY. That was a good game. ppgBubbles does submit, and you know, these Colossi weren't really going to do anything. He knew I had this base, and I'm sure he sees this base as well. But that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Somewhat of a base race. I decided to kill what I thought I could, while not sacrificing, you know, too many bases or too much tech. I thought I could rebuild, and I was able to do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's it. And as always, late.